Hello. Have you ever tried to draw a realistic eye and then you wonder why it doesn't look as realistic as you want it to be? Have you seen many artists on social media post their eye and it looks so fabulous, but you're wondering why yours sucks so much? In that case, I'd say you found the right video because today we're going to be talking about how you can draw a realistic eye because it's actually a lot simpler than you think. To start, we're going to be using a few materials. And the first one I have here is just a normal HB pencil, a dummy HB pencil. It doesn't have to be something that is really quality like that. And then we're having a 2B pencil. I believe they call this sketch pencil. Then 2B charcoal pencil. Then the 6B charcoal pencil. Then an angle brush, I believe that's what they call it. And then this, I believe they call this a round brush or fluffy brush. I don't know. I just got it at the makeup store. Anyways, let's get right on to the video. Oh wait. Before we move on to any video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and the like button if you like what you're seeing. Don't forget, it's really important. Subscribe and like. Anyways, let's move on to the video. To start, of course, I've already drawn the outline of the eye already. I really recommend that you use a reference to draw the eye. And I went ahead to fill the middle of the iris with a black charcoal. You can use a black pencil if you like. Then I'm just going around with a 2B pencil just to lay the base foundation for the layer. And now I'm taking my brush and my charcoal powder. I prefer to use this method rather than to blend it with normal cotton board. But now I'm just using my brush and charcoal powder to go around the circle of the iris, the outer band of the iris, if you understand what I'm saying. And then I'm also trying to, get the charcoal powder to go into the spokes leading to the center of the iris, just gently like that. And I'm trying to go in circular motions, but I'm also trying to make the spokes, the lines appear. And without wasting much time, I'm just going straight with the charcoal pencil, just trying to make it as dark as it can be very early on. Most professionals will not advise this, but well, we don't have time to waste here, so we are going as dark very quickly. So I'm using a 2B charcoal pencil in this place just to get that spokes going to the center of the iris. It's just like a bicycle, the spokes from the center of the bicycle that extend to the tire, to the everywhere like that. Now I'm using a cotton board to blend the charcoal pencil that I've already shaded like that. And just immediately you can see that it's already getting as dark as possible. The only downside to this method of going straight with charcoal pencil is that you might not be able to get as much detail since you're going dark early on. But we can go in with my kneaded eraser already and get the lost details and quickly get it out. And I didn't just go with the charcoal pencil just once like that. I also continue to layer because after blending with the cotton bud or the earbud, it softens. The darkness is not as dark as it's supposed to be. So I continue to layer more charcoal pencil on top until it's as I like it to. And now I'm not just leaving the highlights just white like that. There's some reflections from the eyelashes, and that's what I'm trying to portray here. I'm just going in with my eraser and my pencils to get that in, and then you will see me going in with my charcoal pencil trying to get it as dark as supposed to be. So most of the time here is devoted to the iris here because well that is the main juice of the eyes. Yeah. So make sure you get the highlights preserved because the highlights is really what is going to make this stand out. The highlights are what's going to make this stand out. And now those details that we lost, I'm trying to recover it again with my kneaded eraser. I'm making it to be as sharp as a blade. And then I'm just going in with just trying to cut, as it were, the highlights that I've missed, the lines that are supposed to be there. As I was drawing this, I didn't know it was going to come out this good. I didn't know it was going to come out this good, but well. So this is one secret I want you to continue to remember as you draw. Make sure you get the darks as dark as they're supposed to be, and the lights as light as they're supposed to be. This is what many beginners are missing, and that is why their drawings always, well, I hate to say it, but suck, because they don't use contrast. So make sure you use contrast. The highlights, make them as bright as they are supposed to be in the picture or the reference, and then the darks, get them as dark as they're supposed to be. This is why you want to use a reference, because you can't, if you're a beginner, you don't know exactly what you're actually drawing. And if you are not using a reference, this is where many people make mistakes again. They leave the white of the eye as white as they think it's supposed to be, because, well, it's called the white of the eye. Why should they make it dark? But do not show mercy to the white of the eye, please. Make it as dark as possible. The white of the eye is meant to be shaded, as you can see. I'm going with my charcoal powder. I'm not going with pencil. I'm going with my charcoal powder to really show you how dark it is supposed to get. So, going with your charcoal powder or your pencil, your graphite pencils, yes. Or you can just go with anyone you want, and make sure you really darken the white of the eye according to how it's supposed to be. And then you can see according to the white of the eye, they are making sure that the shadow on top the white of the eye is there, since the eyelashes will be making that happen. If you'd like to see the technique I used to actually get my skin tones, that's actually going to be another video, because I can't actually cover the method I used to get skin in this video, because it's going to take forever. I didn't want the video to be this long, but well, here we are. So, because what I'm basically doing is I'm dipping my brush into the charcoal powder. I'm just going on it on top of the paper, slowly, gradually, with circular motions. If you're scared of using charcoal, because that's what many beginners were, I was scared of using charcoal at first. But if you're scared of using charcoal, you can easily use a graphite pencil and build your tones up with that. But the basic thing with the eye here is the iris and the white of the eye. The rest don't really matter. You can use whatever you want, but the white of the eye and the iris, as long as you get those, you nail those down, the rest are, well, a piece of cake. And then you notice again that I'm not drawing the eyelash yet. Even though I got into the stage of drawing the eyelash, I'm leaving the eyelashes as they are. I don't want to draw them yet, because the blending and everything are going to soften it if I just go ahead and draw the eyelash already. And then I'm going with the eyebrow. The eyebrow is a different topic, but what I'm just doing here, I'm going with my 2B pencil and just drawing the lines according to the reference. According to the reference is the keyword here. Make sure you follow your reference. The lines, the way the lines in the reference are going, that's what I'm just copying here for the eyebrows, if that makes sense. And after the 2B, I'm going in with my 2B charcoal pencil, the 2B version, and I'm just following that exact lines that I did for the graphite 2B pencil. And then with my brush again, I'm softening the darkness. This, using the brush, is actually a lifesaver when you're drawing with charcoal. If you're drawing with graphite, it may not be that much helpful, but with charcoal, it's like the key. So if you're trying to use charcoal, you just can't go wrong with using brushes. And I believe this is my 6B charcoal pencil, because I grow gradually. And I continue to define the lines, because because using the brush actually softens and blends away the lines. So I'm trying to define them more. The 6B charcoal is actually the darkest charcoal I could find. I actually have a charcoal block, but you can't get as fine enough to be able to draw the eyebrows in this stage. Just make sure that you are flickering, as it were, the strokes. Just follow the direction that the reference shows you. And again, just as I did, I'm going in with my kneaded eraser to like cut out the highlights, because this is where the magic happens. You can't go wrong with this. Knead your eraser to the way it's supposed to be, and then shape out the highlights that's supposed to be there. And what you're gonna get is, well, magic. When it comes to the eyebrow, what I'm just the eyelashes, sorry. When it comes to the eyelashes, what I'm just doing is dividing the eye into, well, 4 sections. Yes, one will go from the middle up, then from the right side flickering upwards, and from the left side flickering the other way around, if you understand what I mean. And then trying to make sure they are bent. You know, drawing the eyelashes is going to be a different topic, and then please tell me in the comments if you'd like to see me do a different tutorial on drawing the eyebrow, because I just found out a really interesting one that I'd like to share with you, because I actually fumbled with my eyelashes for some time. Eyelashes, not eyebrow, for some time now, and I'd like to show you this secret I found. So just follow the example, what your reference tells you, and I'm just flickering from the bottom to the end. Make sure you diversify your lines. Some will cross, some will touch at the tip, and some will stand alone. These separations, these variations are going to what's going to make your eyelashes look realistic. I really hope I'm not speaking gibberish here and that somebody understands what I'm saying. For the bottom lash, all I did is that I laid the foundation of the bottom lash with my 2B pencil. So I didn't go with the charcoal immediately, I just laid the foundation with my 2B pencil. And the bottom lashes are not as full and thick as the upper lashes. Just keep that in mind. So the bottom lashes are actually scanty, they are single, they are not full, they are kind of light. So I'm trying to keep this in mind here while drawing them. And here we have it, the finished result. It came out looking very, very nice. In fact, I'm so proud of myself at this stage. So there are a few things you want to remember when drawing your eye. Make sure that the whites, the highlights at the top of the iris are as bright as they can be, and then the dark, that is the darkness all around the highlights and the iris, are actually marked out, and then you make it as dark as they can be. Then also the spokes coming out from the center of the iris to the ends of the bands all around the iris, make sure you get those spokes, those lines to show. And then also remember, the white of the eye is not really white, you must put some shade into it. With that being said, I really want to thank you so much for having the patience to stay with me to the end of this video. Make sure you subscribe and like. Yes, if you actually love what you're seeing, then subscribe and then like. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, like if you want me to do more of a nose tutorial, put that in the comments. If you want to see lips, I think lips is coming up next. Yes, so put that in the comments if you'd like to see it. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye.